Peace, 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 peace and power. Salute, salute, salute. Peace and power to the people that struggle. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows all things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. As you come on in, please know that you're in a safe space. Please know that you're in a space of learning and getting learned up. Know that you are in a space of educating and being educated. That you're in a space of questions, answers, comments, concerns, dialogue, conversation, research, study, intelligence, all as we seek a path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants, come on in. Please put all funding information in the chat for the duration of class. Funders want effort. Please put all contact information in the chat for the duration of class. Yes, for the duration of class, all contact information. Okay? If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management or believe so, please reach out. Book an assessment. Man, we got 2024 coming in, and you don't want to come on in the new energy in cuffs, kicked out of the house, deaded from a relationship because you can't manage your anger. Come on, book an assessment. Get the help that you need. Okay? Please. If you or anyone you know is in a domestic violence situation, intimate partner abuse, please book an assessment. Please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs. Find out what you need to look for. What are the alerts? Remember, the life you save could be your own. Listen. Listen. Yeah, listen up. Please listen up. We're going to cover a lot this evening. Yes, we are. We're going to cover a lot. First, we have a few class members who need our support, who need us to send healing, strength, and thoughts and well wishes to them. Right? And one of my classroom assistants, Shahada Lampkin, out in Texas, whose daughter is in the hospital battling an appendix rupture. So, we wish her all of the healing strength of the universe for this young queen. From what I'm getting, the updates, doctors are taking care of her. And that's her focus. So she would usually be here with us in class, but we definitely understand and we want to make sure that she has our full support. Okay? So we send those healing powers to her. All right? Let's check this out. Because there's a few people in my timeline who, during the last couple of days, have lost their fathers. So we send them some healing strength as they grieve. Again, this is a very peculiar space and time, while others are, I guess, celebrating in their religious beliefs and their rituals. Others are really going through a tough time. So we send healing vibes, uh, healing vibrations to those who may have lost someone during this time. Okay. Yes. So I appreciate everybody in class that would do that. It would take much while you're uh, engaged in whatever you practice, whether you are, someone who practices inner strength by way of yoga, or someone who just makes constant daily affirmations and in touch with the universe and how things move. Send a little bit of that to our peoples, okay? Before we tag anybody in class, because we do need to tag people. If y'all down there in the MIA, please tag Trina. Yeah, tag her. Make sure her ass come to class, okay? Definitely for y'all. I don't even know if he really is from the Shah, but I know that's where I was brought to my attention. Tag Chance the Rapper, yeah. Tag him. Or however he identifies, whatever his pronouns may be in this current time. Tag him. Yeah, tag him. Tag some of the brothers who have taken the Shahada. Yeah, some of these athletes and rappers who recently have taken their Shahada. Alhamdulillah, tag them. Yeah, because we're going to be speaking about them. You know, and speaking about some of the backlash that they've received from it. Yeah, tag them. But as always, y'all should have been tagging your classmates. You should have been tagging your classmates. I know how y'all get. It's time to see who's up in class. Skills. First in class. And the first 55. Yeah. 55. A Wood. Salute. Woo. Oh, man. Yeah, young. Yeah, you got a 55. I don't care who you waiting on. Listen, I'm doing this on my own. Young, you got a 55. Lovely lady. Salute. Philip Boone. What's up, Merc Low? What's good? See, Bliz, I see you on the spotty spot. Who's that? Adrian Graham? All right, salute. Tierra, what's good? Mark Hines, GB, see you. Black Leaf, okay. Damon Elmore, peace, Bliz. Damon Elmore, you see me shaking, getting ready to whine. No, okay, Zone 864. I see you. I see. Who? Gravedigger Pop? 55. Junebug? 55. Yeah, TC? Who? Sunny Blue? 55. Truth Lady, Walaikum Assalam wa Rahmatullah wa Barakatuh. 55. Yeah, take that with you. Yes. Who? Artist Harper. You got lost on the highway? 55 for going 55 into 75. You get a 55. Yeah, Big Red, what's going on? Yeah, Shaolin, 55. CD. You present today, but you ain't been. 55. Sultan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh, cousin. What's good? What's going on, cousin? How are you? Hey, Washington. What up, man? What's salute? What's going on? Kenny's Unholy Grail. 55. Oh, Rick Gatlin, what's going on? Quiet Storm. Yeah. Trina, Truth Lady, what up? Yeah, now you get a 55, Elmo, whole lot. Think for yourself. What's up, Strictly Game the Brand? What's going on? What up, James, Crawley, Mark, Milliner, Rhonda, Grant, all that. Happy holidays, 55. Yeah. Who else? Ingram, Sonny, what up? Jonathan Kidd, I see you. George Johnson. You left the club? Okay. Just to get to class? Okay. I hope you wasn't drinking in that club. Yeah, I see you. Dust Fro, what up? Lee Guinness, I see you. Cookie, what up? Tasha Peters, I see you. Eat Proud Music World, what up? William Grizzard, 55. Whole lot. Who like G-Rock, South Central in the building, G-Rock. I see you, South Central, 55. Damn, Kevin Willis, Beast, 55. I'm seeing a whole elusive views. Jeff Sparks, what up? Vasquez, Southside, 55. Boy, y'all becoming hollow, no face, 55. Who else? Gregor Bailey, salute. The yard is in the building. Come on, man. Come on. Who else? Hey, Bliz, I caught her live. I see you, 55. You ain't 17 here. You 55. You caught her 55. Brown girl, what up? Let's get started, man. Too many people in the 55 gang tonight. Yeah. Who we gonna start with first, y'all? I'm gonna let y'all call it tonight. Who's first tonight? Who is getting their ass toe up tonight first? Y'all see the thumbnail. Should we start with Chance? Should we start with Chance the rapper with his earrings and his choker? Oh, I see a lot. Oh, I see 3, 4, 5 trainers already. Ooh, why y'all want to go in on her? Why y'all want to go in on her? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she did a lot of capping, didn't she? She was capping, huh? Let's start off with the Diamond Princess. Let's start off with the baddest B.I. Yeah. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Trina said that the best female rapper when she raps is Beyonce. Trina, one of the most overrated female rappers in the game, had the nerve to disrespect all of the other female rappers, female MCs, queens of the ring, by saying this publicly? Are you serious? And she said Beyonce, when she raps, is the GOAT. Listen. From the first time I laid eyes on Trina, the first time I heard what she had to give to the game, I was sold. I was in. I was like, okay, who is this? Now, we're talking about in an age where every rap crew, every label had a female rapper or MC, right? So most of us, until the second Southern explosion, wasn't hip to Trick Daddy. When that song Nah came out, well, yo, it was a banger. Can't front. Can't front. Now Trina on it again. Yeah, she was right. Stayed on pace with him. Flow was right, and was a nice little slimmy, nice looker. But our introduction to Trick was something that we really paid attention to. And his subsequent album after that, for me, in his run, he was underrated. And again, I believe it's because of the region. Like, people really didn't look for Florida when it came to people who spit. But between him and JT Money, Florida has some shit coming through there. But we was always in the frame of Luke when we thought of that region. So Trick came through, and Trick album, and Trick is not a slow leak when it comes to putting that pen on that paper. But this ain't about Trick. This is about Trina, the baddest BI. You dig? And her Cappin. Now, when I heard her say it, and when I saw it and I watched it, I'm like, I gotta do my research. So definitely, you know what I did? I got on all the search engines and put in Trina and Beyonce. And then I went to images, and I couldn't find not one image of them together. Not in an award show, nothing. Maybe it was my little PC. Maybe it was my phone. I didn't see it. So now I'm saying, well, where's this cap coming from? Because she's sure we made that statement as a matter of fact. That's like just blasphemous. Beyonce? So then, you know what I do? I recall, because I told you when I was away at special school, we had nothing to do but watch television, watch the videos, and read. So I'm consistently reading Billboard. That was the most expensive purchase that my people purchased for me and would bring me. I didn't want Timbs and different sheets and all this other weird shit to be locked up with. I needed reading material. So along with my literature, my books, my studies, I got Billboard, because as a person who was so attached to the industry, I wanted to be on top of it from a different space. So I got Billboard. And back then, Billboard was like $300, $400 annually. So that's a big purchase. They bring me religiously. I stayed in there. So by regions, by genres, by concerts, I'm in it. I'm on it. So when we watching a lot of this BET stuff and all that, I recall Trina and her little nasty ass crib. Not nasty as far as dirty, but our Brooklyn slang, something that's nasty. I mean, it's nasty, like small. And I remember her taking us through there and not having too much vocabulary when it came to speaking about this little spot. And how everything that she showed was classy. Everything was classy. I'm like, damn, you have no other words to use but classy. Classy. Everything. Coming into her crib was classy. Coming into a kitchen was classy. The plates that she had was classy. Everything was. I said, well, goddamn. Goddamn. What don't you have in the crib that isn't classy? I never forgot that. And that left a little indentation in here. You remember that? Do y'all remember that? Everything was classy. She had Versace plate setting that she didn't eat on. But it was classy. 24 karat gold spoons and forks. And they were classy. Versace bed sheets and pillows. They were classy. That's it. So then I had to question whether or not she was writing them bars. Because God damn it, I ain't hear her say classy in not one bar, not one song. And through the years, the songs got a little weaker and weaker. So I'm like, okay. But as her songs got weaker and weaker, her thighs got thicker and thicker. That caboose was getting rounder and rounder. So the less she spit, the more attention you paid to that derriere, that rear, and just her overall look. So you didn't get to hear from her too much. You know, they gave her the protection that they used to give some of our black exploitation actors and actresses back in the day. It wasn't too sharp, so they didn't let them speak much. Some of our R&B people as well, and our funk stars. A lot of them was, they had habits. They were functional addicts and things of that nature. Really wasn't too sharp up here. Talented as well, though. But to speak, right? Nah, it would be a mess. Just like some of the YouTubers y'all follow. Some of them and their content. I listen to everybody. I'm peeking in everybody's spot. These are some of the most inarticulate people I've ever seen speak publicly in my life. However, though, y'all listen to them. I don't see the big deal about any of them. I mean, my goodness. Not to slight them, but a lot of them, you can tell that they didn't get past the 8th and 9th grade. Limited vocabulary, limited context. It just is what it is. But anyway, she kept using the word classy. So when this statement came out, I recall just a couple of weeks ago, she was one of the main people who came to defend Sukiana, came to defend Sexy Red, came to defend the City Girls on numerous occasions, which in her defense of them, there's truth. If you don't like it, if it's not your cup of tea, don't listen to it. However, these people come to us. They come to our community. They come to our children. And when they come, we cannot ignore the vulgarity. We cannot ignore the context. We cannot ignore the messages in this music. Okay? We just can't do it. So it's not that we're bothering them, but we have to be able to critique them. But she comes to their defense because she definitely knows that she's one of the mother hens of the over-sexualization of the female rapper. Yeah. And in that defense, she should also know the quality of an individual when they take on that specific space of a MC or a rapper. So by her saying and stating matter-of-factly that Beyonce knows is one of the greatest, if not the greatest rapper when she raps? When the hell have y'all heard Beyonce rap in her 20-year career? Once, twice? So you know I had to do the research on it. Come on. Come on. You know when they say things like that, Bliz gonna go deep. So in over 20 years, 25 years, Beyonce rapped 12 times. That means over a catalog from Destiny's Child to her solos to her appearances on all this different stuff. Her immense catalog. She rapped 12 times. And out of those 12 times, about 8 of them was really something that we would say bar for bar is a rap. You mean to tell me, Trina? Yeah, Diamond Princess. Yeah. You got a fat ass and you know how to tote it. Yeah, the country shit. You toting ass. You know how to tote. You mean to tell me 8 songs that Beyonce rapped, and we really calling it, we stretching it. We using rap lightly when it comes out because you might have harmonized a few bars. And you mean to tell me that overrides everything that Antoinette did, that MC Light did, that Queen Latifah Moni did? Huh? That Jean Grey did, that Rage did, that Eve did, who you've been pictured with and had a goddamn verses with. Everybody, Muhammad Dia, everybody, Remy, Kim and Foxy, that out of all of them, 8 songs by Beyonce puts her and saying that she did more for female rappers? What you drinking down there, Maya? You been on Drink Champs? Cause you sound drunk as hell. Or you capping. So somewhere down there you trying to get in that whip. Cause that was purely cap. But this is the shit that they want to do. These are the narratives that they want to paint. Because again, you see how they are, and we can put this into the who created hip hop argument. We can put this into the cultural appropriation, the cultural. We could put all that in there because they keep trying to dilute and diminish what true hip hop and rap is. And they allow, I don't know, who's allowing these people to make these statements? And if we don't check them, nobody is. Nobody will. So Trina, you get the big dunce cap for that stupid shit. That was dumb. Beyonce? Beyonce. She didn't even do she didn't even do a side project where she didn't even do an EP that said, you know what? I'm going to rap on this. Every song is going to be a rap song. She never even did that. We talking about a career where she dibbled and dabbled. She wasn't even rapping that good and calm in a hip opera. Are you serious? Like Latifah. Latifah's made this I'm going to make a blues album. I'm going to sing. So that her singing, her doing the blues, showing that she's gifted in another space, in another genre. And she did it and did it well. And she can't sit there and say she's one of the greatest blues singers. No. So because Beyonce dabbled here and there, Trina, come on now. Come on, honey boo boo. Come on, stop that. Cut it out. Cut it out. Yes, Sonia Brooks, salute for the green screen. Okay? So somebody tag Trina and her behind, yeah, and tell them to come to class and wake up. Because that statement wasn't classy. It wasn't classy at all. Shit made you sound like a bumpkin. And added on. See, this is the problem. Like, people can no longer put shade on these agendas. They cannot put shade on these false narratives that's being put out there because we read it quickly and we don't have anything but time to pay attention to this shit. So tag her. Tell her to come to class and stop capping. Fucking Beyonce did morph. You sound stupid. Cut it out. Cut it out. We got Rod Digger. You got too many great female MCs. And right, there ain't no other rapper. Nobody would have said no shit like that. Nobody. Come on. That shit like saying Vanilla Ice is nice. Beyonce rap. She's drunk, y'all. She had to be drunk sitting there. So we're going to take her Versace plates. Yeah. And put her right in the back of the class. Okay? With that shit. We don't know where she was going with that. Miss Afro Latina. Yeah. Y'all ain't know that? Yeah. Trina's Afro Latina. Yeah, she might be trying to get into the Cardi whip or something. I don't know. But let's move on. Chance the Rapper, why you wearing a choker? We tore him up in class before. Because he's another one that continuously tries to insert himself in certain conversations and shift where people pay attention. Now, last week we spoke about Taraji and her crocodile tears. Right? When it came to her, sitting there with Gayle King, of all people, who, of course, we know is, Oprah's, a buddy, talking about non-payment or the glass ceiling that isn't or hasn't been broken when it comes to our melanated women in Hollywood. And she talking about millions, right? Talking about millions. When again, I said, shit, most of us is trying to make sure our payments. Am I going to pay the car note on time, or we going to eat these groceries? Are we going to fill a tank, or just make sure we got enough to get to work for the next 3 days? Shit like that. And I'm not talking about people that, don't have decent gigs. I'm talking about people with gigs. We talking about inflation. You dig? So we had to tear Taraji ass up. And like I told y'all, she was all smiles in every other interview with them old phase. And been smiling ever since. So again, as an actress, we can assume that that was more promotion for this raggedy ass musical movie. But I don't want to take away from that. I don't want to take away from where we're going with this conversation with this dude with earrings and choker on in the bed in a very sensual tone. I'm getting tired of these oversensitive ass men in positions where it looked like somebody could be behind them warming their grippers. Because his tone was very, 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 shall I say, someone who was in over enhanced, sensitive space, okay? With a choker and his earrings, little studs. You know what I'm saying? You know, looking like a stud. If he would have shaved a little bit, he could have passed for a stud. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stay consistent with what we're speaking on because he's trying to come to the rescue. Now, I know for a fact, right, that others were speaking about this because now that what Monique was saying is making sense to so many people, right? The fact that she had to call Steve Harvey a coon in his damn face on national TV. And when we was rocking with her, we got so much backlash and everybody that tries to get to the bag, this fake ass bag, this bag that you got to get your grippers dug in to get it, right? That it doesn't make sense to lose your integrity. We've seen that others have come out. So now, right, they seen the alert. Oh, Taraji said that in front of Gail. And Gail and Oprah are the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't Gail that was paying Taraji. It wasn't Oprah. That was Steven Spielberg. That's his production. You understand? So you crying in the kitchen, hoping that word get back to Massa. Yeah, we seen the play. That's the play. And the play was for most of the melanated women to really have compassion. Oh, poor Taraji. Oh, poor Taraji. Someone who's been in the business 25 years. Okay? And it did what it did. It made people focus and watch the movie. Right? But it was a play on our emotions. But other actresses got the alert. Oh, word, we can say that. We can do that. And who came out this week? Strongly. Viola Davis. Beefing. I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, I got this award, that award, this award, I got this, my movies did this, that. You're going to pay me what you owe me. You're going to pay me what I'm worth. And at that point, right there, is when them old face say, we don't need you anymore. We don't need you anymore. We'll build somebody else up. So all that hummer stunting and beefing and power to the melanated woman in Hollywood and all that, knowing that most of y'all had that ass up on them casting couches. Come on, who y'all stunting for? But it sounded so good that it made Chance come out with his choker and make a statement that triggered me. You see, because he was triggered. or so he claimed, by the unfair treatment of melanated women in Hollywood. That shit been going on since Hattie Mae. Yeah, shit been going on forever. That's their institution. As we know in this class, we always discuss that. That is their institution. It is what it is. That's their institution. And should you go up in there with your labor, with your creative gift, they set the value. They set the price point on that. They set that price point on that. Do y'all remember they scraped the whole movie? I forgot what big budget movie that was right during the pandemic. They scraped it. This was $200 something million project. Scraped it. Just like that. All them actors, writers, whoever was going to work on the films, the settings, the cities, the permits, got shit. Nothing. They scraped it just like that. Oh, well, fuck it. That's how they do. Hollywood can erase you out like that. Because where you making your claims as a black woman of how much you worth, shit. You see how easily they've replaced the women, African American, indigenous women here? See how quickly they replaced y'all with actors from the UK? London. They had a British actress playing Harriet Tubman. They ain't getting none of y'all. Look, get y'all ass out of here. That's how they do. Because they sell the movie. They market the movie. You are work. You're a worker. You're a laborer. And they show you that all the time. So now that you want to get, I don't know, us, you trying to stunt for us? Shit. Nah, I don't believe that. But Chance do. So while he was laying in bed with his choker and his earrings, he made a statement that I always tell y'all is the mindset. This is the mindset of these people in the industry. This is the mindset of people going to get that bag. This is the mindset of people who are being trained on a regular basis to look down on the very people that they need to support them. Chance the Rapper said, let me get this right now. I usually don't speak on things that really have nothing to do with me, but all this talk about the black actresses not getting their just due, you know, I had to say something because what was bothering me was the comments. And the comments that people talking about, well, they should have read the contracts and things like that. And you know what? These people who make those statements, listen what he said now. These are some of the dirtiest, dustiest, brokest, non-goal accomplishment people. Listen, they probably never negotiated a contract. Brokest, dirtiest, dustiest. This is what he's saying. This is how they speak about people who aren't in the industry. Because for them, going to get those contracts, for them going to negotiate them deals and putting their grippers over the goddamn casting couch, putting their grippers over the desk, because that's where it happens at. They don't never say Grippergate happened in a hotel. Grippergate happens in the casting couch. Grippergate happens at the studio. Grippergate happens in the office, on a set and shit like that. Disrespectful. So in their disrespect, in the way that they were handled, they believe that they are above the fan, the ticket buyer, because they got their grippers broke. So they have an aura about them. Like I said, celebrities don't care about you. They care about your interest in them, because your interest in them allows master to set a different value on who they are. You understand? So while he's sitting there in his choker calling people dusty and broke for having an honest opinion. Because if you don't know the industry, you've never been in the industry, all you ever hear about is contracts. All you ever hear about is them having attorneys and agents and managers. So we get a little bit confused when they're talking about they're getting beat, especially when there's somebody that's A-list and been doing it for the longest. But he called people dusty, the one who lied about being an independent MC. Yeah, because there's nobody that's independent when you got the Obamas as your godparents. That ain't independent. That's a push through. Nigga, you can push through the industry. They frame it as something independent because you may not be with a major, but you are not independent. But he had a whole generation of young MCs believing that shit. He's a whole bozo. This is the same Chance the Rapper that came to Brooklyn, the Vanderveer Project, snuck in there on like a Monday, Tuesday morning to shoot a video that was supposed to be in the school with kids and children and had a closed set. This is the type of shit they do. It's the type of sissified shit he on. Not where he will be in Vanderveer, right on Nostrand or New York Ave in the park or even in the middle of the P's, embracing the community. This whole bozo was in the bottom of somebody's basement or somebody's apartment. No one in the community knows. No one in the community benefit. Sneak in, sneak out. And then get online and say, yo, I was in Brooklyn. I'll be in Brooklyn. This type of choker wearing West Village, Christopher Street ass dude he is, telling people that they're dusty and broke and never negotiated or never accomplished anything, because we are matter-of-factly saying that Taraji is capping with that bullshit. That Monique done said the gig was up a long time ago. But again, I tell you, these dudes think that you're dusty. These are the same dudes you can't walk up on in a club. They won't talk. They don't speak. This dude smokes cigarettes, chain smokes on the outside, wherever he's at. But supposed to be for the kids. This is the frontin' ass dudes. And if we keep allowing them to front without severely correcting them when we see them in these communities, it's going to go on. It's going to go on. So if somebody tag Chance the Rapper bum ass, tell him to come to class and clarify who he was calling broke, who he was calling dusty, who he was calling dirtiest and non-getting goals accomplished. Because we know what non-getting goals accomplished is an acronym for, right? So y'all gonna let this little, melanin deficient choker wearing dude call y'all the N-word? That's what never getting goals accomplished. That's what he said. Go listen to him. Go listen to him. So when there's chances calling people the N-word in defense of an industry person who knows the reason why she's not getting that bread that she feels she deserves, we got questions. Okay? It's as simple as that. So yeah, tag him. Make him clarify what he was saying. Who was he calling broke and dusty and dirtiest? He should have just been quiet and laid there with whoever was behind him in his choker. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what I believe. All right, so who's next, y'all? Who's coming to class? Who's next? Because, see, sometimes I'll be putting these thumbnails up and I'll be forgetting exactly who's supposed to get shot out. You know? It's like last class, I put up a thumbnail and I had Free Larry Hoover. Why? Right? And a split screen with Imam Al-Amin, right? H. Rap Brown. I'm going to get to that in another class. Right? We're going to do a whole build on that. But tonight, I believe we got to stay on. A couple of gripper allegations popped off today, huh? Yeah. DJ Academics, yeah. Paul Abdul, yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't forget to fund this war effort, y'all. Listen, people are making a big deal about the recent, I don't even want to say explosion, but a few of the upper echelon rappers and sports figures taking their Shahada. Right? I, for one, don't see an issue with it at all. At all. But a lot of people don't understand it, right? I even heard Charleston White disappointing ass make a mockery of it, especially when it came to Javante Tank Davis. And instead of just staying with it with Tank, he went in and berated the Islamic faith and the NOI. Woo. And I know for an absolute fact, the shit that he was saying in that live, if the NOI don't see him, I know for a fact that he's an agent. Because he was just disrespectful. But anyway, for someone to take their Shahada, that is one of the best things that they can do, especially in these industries that are controlled by bankers, because it gives them protection. See, once you're in these industries, Grippergate is very prevalent. And the only reason why Grippergate is so prevalent is because in order to pull your money to get the resources, that's the main thing you get in this stuff to do, is get resources. Excuse me, to be able to take care of yourself. I mean, you have to question when somebody has $50 million deal, $100 million deal, contract. Like, these are not regular numbers. Where did you take that check? What bank? Do you understand? These are not ordinary institutions, and they're not no longer ordinary people. You have to be protected. And the majority of the banks and the bankers, right? We know why we call them bankers, because again, we see what's going on, right, with Palestine. Those people who are over there engaging in what's looking like genocide are the bankers. And the entertainment industry, the athletics industry is predominantly ran by them. And since these wars are going on and they have lost prestige, they need to pour all their resources into reestablishing who they are before they lose grip and lose control over everything. So in that, they're going to pull their resources from actors, from rappers, from athletes. All of a sudden, the extras, all of a sudden, the access to these funds is drying up because these people are fighting a war. So while people are saying that this is a trend, these men are making an attempt to secure themselves in a different lane. And who has as much power as the bankers? The Arabs. But you just can't get up under the Arabs the way you can with the bankers. The bankers are going to exploit you. That's just what they do. They don't care nothing about you. And they're not going to teach you Yiddish. They're not going to teach you Hebrew. No. You ain't getting nowhere near them, right? But what a lot of these athletes and entertainers are learning, and it's not new. These new guys are new, but been doing it since Muhammad Ali and Karim Abdul-Jabbar. They know that in the Islamic faith, you must learn Arabic, and in learning Arabic and becoming one and praying with now men who are your brothers, there's a different protection around you. And since culturally, right, culturally, the Arabic world has been loosening up, not as strict and as restrained as some of the fundamentalist Muslims have been, right? They're allowing a little bit more music, a little bit more culture, a little bit more free expression. Is much more comfortable now, right, for them to be in it. So a lot of these guys are taking a Shahada, especially when it comes to fighting in the fight world, because the Islamic faith is a very strict faith. It is a faith that requires discipline. Anybody that's praying 5 times a day, you know that that's discipline. So it works in alignment with Javante and the other fighter who just took a Shahada. It's hand in hand. It's hand in hand. It's not that foreign. But people want to make it a conversation. Now, when it comes to the rappers, we shall see. Because a lot of the subject that they have been rhyming about, not gonna fly when you are practicing in the Islamic faith. Just not gonna happen. So we have to see if there's going to be a true change, or again, if they're just moving in that direction to be able to attain their funds, attain their riches and their wealth from this shit. It's just that simple. It is not anything other than that. That's it. They're shifting lanes. They need protection. Yes, thanks, Jules. Devin Haney. And, Devin Haney may have taken the Shahada because he had a couple of picks with Diddy. Puffy. Yeah, if y'all didn't see it, yeah, he got a couple of picks with Puffy. Yeah. All right. But always remember, when people are moving up, when those numbers are starting to rise, you need a different type of protection. And we already know what Hollywood wants. We already know what the record industry, the recording industry of America, we know what they want. They want them buns. They want them grippers. And dudes are trying to figure out, damn, how am I going to get around that? Whoa, if I take my Shahada, then they won't try to get my grippers. But they know I got a team behind me. It's the same thing that dudes do in jail. You run to the Islamic faith when you shook, when you scared, when you nervous, when you don't have protection. The brothers welcome you with open arms. Yeah, come on through. Why? Because it's in their duty. It is to protect the weak, to make sure no one is oppressed. So if they're in the industry and they tired of being around Puffy and his mob and the rest of them, all them other ones with them allegations, they tired, they scared, who can help? There was a time when no one could help them. Remember, we always know Grippergate. I told you I watched the Rock Hudson documentary to see how long Grippergate been going on. Matter of fact, the great actor Damon Wilson that played Lamont on Sanford and Son just gave an interview and said, I don't care who it is. When they in that scale and they in Hollywood, they all get bent over. So the guy tried to ask him, who? He said, don't ask who. I'm telling you all of them. That's why I wasn't with it. So if all of them is with it, all of them, the music ain't too far behind. So you gonna go to the brothers. But you gotta get to that money. How you gonna get paid? When you got the bankers over there with the bankers' lawyers, and you got it in the bankers' institutions of finance, how you gonna get your check? They said they got a $12 million check for you. But you gotta come to the party. How you gonna get your check? If you don't got no strength. You don't got no strength, you gotta go get them grippers. You gotta be there. Or you don't get that check. Now, if you got the brothers, if you coming through and your representation behind you is a lawyer, an Arabic entertainment lawyer who might have ties to some of them dudes that ain't playing, Al Qaeda and all that, and Hamas, they're not gonna play with them. They're not gonna play with them. So this is what is good. This is the shift. This is a shift because again, they see that the bankers are losing power. That's why the bankers are doing everything that they can to put propaganda in your face, to utilize Fat Joe and this one and that one and giving them these platforms to switch the narratives and have everybody looking crazy because they are losing prestige. They can no longer prevent attacks from the conscious and the woke people saying, "Yo, we not studying this shit no more. We're not studying this shit no more." Right? The regular people, the audience. Nah, we ain't pay. Who, her, him? Nah, we ain't rocking with it. No, that dude he had on shoes. Nah, we ain't following. Oh, that dude he had on skirt. The agendas, the things that they put out there has been too much. The effeminization of men and all that. It's been too much. The over-sexualization of our young women is too much. We're not falling for that propaganda anymore. We're not falling for the infight. It's failing. So the bankers are now pulling in resources. That's what they're doing. That's why everybody's falling. Oh, we supposed to pay you $40 million for that? Nah, you go to jail. Boom. We supposed to pay you for that? Nah, you're getting a case. Oh, we supposed to pay you for that? Nah, send a hit team. That's what we're watching. So now, of course, it's only going to be the natural thing to do. Run. Get up under somebody's umbrella that can protect you. And the Muslim community can protect these dudes. So that's it. Some of them, again, I don't know their intentions. Some of them genuinely may seek spirituality. They may be seeking a way for them to get closer to whatever they believe in. But again, if it's mass numbers, right? We see, come on, finesse 2 times. You could have took a Shahada behind a wall. You understand what I'm saying? All of y'all running to where people believe that it's a trend. It's not a trend. There's something going on with them bankers, and they might be calling them parties a bit more frequently. And just like Taraji, they don't want to be crying on TV. They like, yeah, I'm done. That's what made them tears come out. She know what she done did to get to where she's supposed to got to, and they sold her a dream. And they had them grippers in every other which way. And brought tears to our eyes. Real or fake. Right? Because in order for them to cry in an actor's space, they have to put themselves in a place of trauma. And she might have been on one of them casting couches, and somebody might not have been too pleasant with them grippers. And it made her cry. And then they didn't give her that 10, 12 mil. That's what it looked like. Okay? So yeah. Let's not be fooled by the shit that we watch and that we seen, that we're being witness to. Keep this up here. I always tell y'all, you got to guard your mind. Guard your mind. All right? And don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Come on, it's a new energy coming. It's a new year coming. The only time the new energy matters, is when you consistently are moving to have balance and leave the garbage behind you. And it's your garbage, not anybody else's. I see people stunting all day on Twitter. I'm the new me, I'm this, I'm that, because of somebody else's. because what somebody else did to you, because of the trauma, because of the toxicity and all that. That shit don't work. They're going to say the same shit again next year when they still shaking their ass online, alone, going to bed the same way, on vacation the same way. Hummer stunting. The only time it actually works is when you bring forth that new energy within yourself by dealing with reality, where you are actually sitting in your time and your space and saying, yo, what is this? No, truly, what is my purpose? What is the purpose of all this? What is it? You dig? That's where we at with it. That's when the new year makes some sense. This timeline is not even right and exact. Figure it out. Find out, what am I doing for me in order to balance myself? What ill ideas of who I am did I inherit from somewhere else? Most people done inherited an idea, an ideal of self. It might not be you. And that's the truth. So if you stuck in some old bullshit, I've seen people make resolutions for 50 years and they did not one. Okay? So as you are in here, and if you've been with me for the last year, because it's been about that, I've been doing strictly my YouTube space just about a year now. Right? Since I lost my best friend, one of my best friends, my brothers. Since I lost him for Dolo. If you've been with me, you have grown. You know we don't play any games about this. Self-reflection, growing, balance, and reality. Understanding where we are and how we need to move past it without utilizing our enemy's resources. No, it cannot help you. Who are you? What is your purpose for real? You could be fine where you at. I see people all the time. Oh, I'm a real estate agent. Word, okay. When that whole industry collapsed, then who are you? You understand? Not our place to judge. Do them. If that's your purpose, if that's why your mama and daddy birthed you, so be it. Right now, I'm a gangster. And I'm a rapper. I'm a gangster rapper, hustler, getting to the bag. That may be fine for you. That's your purpose? Cool. Ain't mine. It's not mine. I seek truth, a path to true liberation, and encouraging my people to live out their potential to be greater every minute of the day. That's the purpose that I seek. That's the path that I'm on, to make sure everyone is able to live out their fullest potential unfettered. And in order to do it, we must be liberated completely, totally. Not an easy task. Not an easy task at all. Gotta be built for it. But it starts with understanding your enemy, the tools of your enemy, and having the heart, the will, and the strength to go against that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to bring in this new energy, right? You have to. Because your enemies is on a different clock. They're on a different calendar. They moving fast. They moving fast. They're trying to replace everyone here that they've been using. Melanated folks especially. That's what the immigration is for. To get rid of your ass. They can't rely on you. You too smart. You not picking the cotton. So they got to replace you. So make sure you come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. Everybody who supported and funded the war effort tonight, you already know. Classroom assistants, we're going to build. Okay? We're going to build. Yes. Welcome the migrants and all of their revolutionary candor. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun in the coming years. Oh, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's time to get down. People better be right. They better be armed up. All right. Yeah, I see you, see Bliz. Yeah, so kind of early for me. I got to work on some other things, you know? So I won't be taking it down. You dig? I had a whole nother class. I'll save that for later. I have a whole nother class I wanted to get into. I'll save that for later. Y'all like class. Y'all like short classes. I'll come back later and do that. All right? So salute, peace, and power. All love to the people of the struggle. Don't let nobody cap. Don't let nobody cap on y'all. I'm telling you. Mm-mm.